We had a lot of great submissions. Here we are with our final 8 people.
It's kind of exciting.
It is. Let's get to our first honorable mention.
Mr. Riccardo Federici from Saint-Germain, France.
Riccardo is a true craftsman. We love his drawing ability, and he still uses pencils and acrylics to create his art.
I think you called his pencil work sick.
Yes, his pencil work is sick. It is just, he's a master. Can put anything down. He can compose like he's framing a movie, like a cinematographer would frame a film. Great emotion, energy. He's a true master of his medium.
Yeah. Great job, man.
So the next honorable mention
goes to Pavel Golvia of St. Petersburg, Russia, and I will apologize in advance for massacring everyone's names.
Pavel is not afraid of color. He didn't play it safe in this challenge, but yet he stuck to the constraints and the criteria of being in episode 4, 5, and 6. The guy is great with light. His earlier stuff is much tighter, but as he got through even to the job, even his looser paintings had a lot of power and really interesting color and light. Very cinematic, very powerful in defining moments in a story.
And man, do I love his disco Star Wars image.
Congrats, Pavel. Next up,
Mr. Matt Rhodes from Edmonton, Canada.
He has the uncanny ability to put himself into the images. He's thinking probably 1,000 miles a minute, and what he can put down on paper in the time frame that he did is just awesome. We kind of watched him throughout the challenge, and it was just amazing to see how quickly he responded to the brief and nailed the brief. He really got through the direction and understood it and brought something to it. He didn't just execute. He knew about the references of Hidden Fortress. He knew about the backstory of all the Star Wars films and really took it to another level, like wearable droids and kit bashing a junk hauler out of a TIE fighter. Really fun, cool ideas, and any one of these frames could be a good idea in a film.
Yeah, absolutely. And he looks like he's having so much fun with what he does. He brings that to every image.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun looking at his work. Congratulations, Matt.
Next up, we have Mr. Paul Dainton from Nottingham, UK.
Paul is a pro. We've seen some of his work over the years, I think on Warhammer, and he's also a gallery artist.
Beautiful work.
Yeah, just even his digital paintings look like oil paintings. A strong mood, real great compositions, and also color. There's a lot of subtlety in his color work, and he really provided a lot of otherworld and really nailed an emotion to this.
Yeah, every single piece wants you to see that movie. It's beautiful, beautiful work.
Yeah. Congratulations, Paul.
Next up, we have Fan Gao from Pasadena, California.
Okay, Fan really captured the spirit of Ralph McQuarrie. Very simplistic, not overcrowded, easy to read paintings. He kept things in line to how Ralph might paint. Great compositions. He really understood the brief. We loved his vehicle design work. It felt like any one of those things that he designed could have been in episode 4, 5, and 6.
Really job well done.
Great execution. It made us look at his portfolio too, which you should too.
And here we are. With the winners, we're at the end.
The final 3.
We have Mr. Fred Palacio from Sao Paulo, Brazil, and Vancouver, BC.
Fred is our 3rd place winner for the ILM Art Department Challenge. Fred did a lot of amazing work from the beginning. He was very prolific and cranked out lots of images at a pretty high quality. His story modes were very interesting. Finding a hand, a whole discussion based around what was the hand, obviously.
They talked about it for days.
His quick sketches were very good. Great color and lighting, very painterly, but that's okay too. And obviously he's interested in 3D as well, based on some of the imagery he's created.
Beautiful movie.
Yeah, and some of his vehicle work felt evolutionary from Star Wars. Like, it could have been early Ralph McQuarrie designs, as well as something that did fit in a 4, 5, and 6 film. In some points, he was clearly channeling McQuarrie in terms of the simplicity of some of the frames and his composition. He knows how to compose to camera. Not everything was shot with a wide-angle lens, and he kind of understood that, and he really brought that to his work. His work on the job was much more loose, but we got the emotion and mood from them, which is important because sometimes we work that quickly as well. Great sense of design as well.
Well done. Well done, Fred.
Congrats, Fred.
And now we have Morgan Yan from Montpellier, France.
Second place, Morgan Yan. Morgan brought some of the dark side to this competition.
We're slightly afraid of Morgan.
But yet his work cannot be denied. His first moments were pretty funny and prompted a lot of questions in our camp, especially about why is that a rebel soldier who accidentally took down Darth Vader?
This whole film series would be really short had that happened.
But it's a fun idea, and it got everybody to start looking at him early on. It's also his moment with Leia and Wicket looking into the sun and the forest was just awesome. Just a great mood piece, a great defining piece for telling a story. His vehicles had an interesting aesthetic. It brought kind of sort of a macabre Baczynski feel to his work, which is really cool. Also, the fact that he kind of brought himself to it, wasn't afraid of not offending anybody or just doing his thing. That was really cool. And also, who would think of Han Solo hugging C-3PO? That was a moment where we were just kind of snickering, saying, that's a good idea. He probably drew the largest wampa ever.
Scale.
Yeah, exactly. Congratulations, Morgan.
And here we are.
First place.
First place, bum bum bum. Mario Alberti from Trieste, Italy.
Mario is a professional comic artist and illustrator. Some might say that that's not concept art, and we totally disagree with all of you. He can draw like nobody's business. A lot of the comments around the art directors, we wish we can draw like this, present our artwork like this, because it's so free form and loose, but yet has so much story and meaning to every frame he does. I mean, obviously, most comic book artists can really do that.
Cinematic.
Yeah, cinematic. His work is very cinematic, very composed. The color space, even some of the colors that he used for his keyframes were just unusual, but also interesting, and it all worked. Again, he brought something of himself into this challenge. Fearless, and not just trying to copy or emulate, but just had no problem just being himself and designing and bringing something to it. Great storyboards. If you look at his work in the job, he framed every board like a cinematographer would, which is a great skill to have, especially when you're drawing. His work is somewhat graphic looking, but any one of these frames could easily be translated into a frame of film.
Absolutely impeccable work.
His strengths are that he draws story in every line that he puts down.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was clear that his heart was really in this challenge. Congratulations, Mario.
Congratulations, Mario. Congratulations to everyone who participated in this challenge. It was an amazing thing to see. We were so excited that people were excited, and we are so happy with the results, and we hope that everyone who participated walked away with something that was valuable.
Great work, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much.